Hello, my name's Peter Curran and I'm the owner of Digital Surfer. We're a digital marketing agency here on the Gold Coast. I come to the bootcamp, I had a very unique reason. In the last 4 months, I'd hired 2 guys that are in BDM sales roles, and I'd kind of felt as though they weren't going as well as they could or should. And I come to the realisation that probably a fair part of the reason was myself. I wasn't the greatest teacher of sales. And although I've been to, this is bootcamp number 5, I think the reality is I've learnt a hell of a lot, but I just wasn't passing it on to them well enough. And I felt to some extent as though I was letting them down. So I spoke to Ryan and he said, yeah, there's going to be a lot of benefit for them and obviously myself as an owner. Implemented straight away. Already I've spoken to the guys about daily structures, you know, our 30, 30, 30, 10, weekly structures. We do a fair bit of cold calling, so anything and everything around cold calling has been really, really relevant to us. A lot around some of those language patterns, you know, a lot of the do's and don'ts around language patterns. Probably have been over those things in the past, but you just get back into bad daily habits and you forget those things. So it's been a real reminder to go away and start practicing good habits again straight away. I don't know the exact phrase that was said. It was something around the lines of speed to market. Reacting quick, actually, when Ryan did that exercise when he held up the $100 and then the 50 and the 20, and those that reacted quickly kind of beat the market, you know, it was just speed in what you do. So that was a huge lesson, yeah. Anyone who's in a sales role needs to be here. In fact, even if you're not in a sales role, you might think you're not, but the simple reality is you are. You just don't realise it yet. So anyone who's an employee in any capacity could be here. But business owners, I guess, in a similar situation to me that have just made their first, second or third sales hires, and if they're struggling, and if you're struggling and how to help them, look, this is the place to be. It'll definitely benefit them as it did me the last 3 days. Great use of my time. It's time well spent. Awesome.